Adobe is truly a place that each of us can do and be our best. We realize that in order for Adobe to remain successful, innovative, and relevant, we need each of our employees to be just as successful, innovative, and relevant. The best way to achieve this is by enabling each of us to take ownership or the driver's seat of our career. In many ways, our careers are like a motor race. Just like there are many types of racing, from Formula One through NASCAR, Baja to point, there are many types of paths each of us choose for our careers. Like a race, there's an objective that each of us aims for. Measurement points along the way to check our progress, assistance from others, think of your manager as a pit crew, and there's also competition out there. We're not the only ones on the track. So what does it truly mean to take the driver's seat of one's career? Well, no one knows what each of us wants to get out of our career more than we do ourselves. And that applies just as much to you as a manager as to your employees. They know their aspirations and their goals best. They know what type of work they enjoy doing and what type of work they don't enjoy doing. Each of us with that personal knowledge and awareness is the only person who truly can own our career and take it to the direction that we want to. But we also know that none of us can do it alone. And that's where the manager's support comes into play. As managers, you're actually both a driver of your own career as well as a support to the careers and development of each of your employees. So we're going to dive a little deeper into those expectations of the manager-supported role in a minute. But first, let's look at the last element of the philosophy, Adobe enabled. Adobe as a company is similar to a team sponsor for the race. The company helps to enable development through providing tools, resources, and opportunities to both managers and employees, as well as access to and investment into education. So with that three-element approach, employee-owned, manager-supported, and Adobe-enabled, let's dive deeper into that manager-supported aspect. Similar to a pit crew focusing on many individual tasks that keep their car on the road, there are many roles that you as a manager can play in relation to supporting your employees' development. Whether it's taking the role as a coach, sending information into your driver as they're out there on the track, whether it's listening to questions that have come back from your driver and giving them advice as a sounding board based on your best experience, whether it's bringing them into the pits to re-energize them themselves or bring someone else in to help re-energize them and get them back out on the track. Or sometimes it's bringing into the pits to give redirection. Other times you're an advocate, a teacher, an investigator, a delegator, a counselor, a financier, a guide. Whichever of these roles you need to play at any given time, there are 5 key foundational aspects that we expect of managers to follow as they support their teams in development in relation to the overall check-in process. The first is creating a safe environment and space for the conversation to occur. An area that allows for exploration, that allows for introspection, that allows for questioning for ideas and thoughts. That safe environment. Once you've created that space, it's all about asking great questions that elicit that awareness and that understanding of desires, of likes and preferences, so that you can share and have that information in common with your employee. When you truly listen to those answers to those great questions that you give them, as well as listening to the feedback that you hear from others who interact with your employees, in conjunction with your own observations about their support, you then become in the best place to be able to provide your employee with a balanced, honest feedback that's going to help them with the right direction to understand from where they are today to where they want to be in the future, and some of the steps along the way that's going to help them to get there. And once you've done that, it's then all about identifying, delegating, and or supporting the ability for your employee to have valuable learning experiences that drive that connection home to get them from where they are today to where you know they want to be in the future.